Hello, thank you for tuning in to this video regarding the console feature of Mission Control. The console is like a dashboard to Mission Control application, and it provides you with quick access to all of the tools that you'll need to manage your projects effectively. You have the ability to create key records like projects, roles, holidays, and tax rates, and there's even the option to declone a project from a template as well. The progress pad within the console allows you to navigate to important tools like the whiteboard and timesheet, action pad, and so on. In addition to the previously stated, the console also gives you access to plenty of tools to track and manage project performance, like the PMO dashboard, the role utilization report, and Gantt chart. Lastly, the console is the place to update all of the administrative settings within Mission Control. This is where you would override individual user settings, and we'll get a little further into that as well. Let's take a look. There are 4 pads within the console: the launch pad, progress pad, management pad, and the control pad. You can also always view the trackpad from the Mission Control console as well. These tabs will be updated as we roll out new features, so you may be able to create new records to new features and different things like that, but the specific function of each pad will remain the same. The tab that you first see when you navigate to the console is managed from the Mission Control role record, as well as which tabs you're able to view. So someone on the support team might not be able to view the management pad or the control pad. In regards to the launch pad that we're viewing, this pad is all about creating new records. For example, selecting new project will open up the project launcher. You specify the project name, budget, and other requirements as needed, and even create the milestones before launching the project. You can deep clone from an existing project template. So any of the projects that are listed within this search bar are projects where the template checkbox field is marked true. There are a couple of other records that you can create from this screen, like a new program, or if you're trying to add a new project resource to Mission Control so that they can be assigned on projects, then you can create new role records. You can create new teams so that you're able to assign your project resources to relevant groups, define skills, risks. If you're wanting to create financial records, you can create tax rates and billing events from this display as well. You can create a new meeting manager record and even define new skills for the teams and roles. The progress pad is where you will go to log progress against a project. For example, navigating to the timesheet to enter billable time or logging expenses towards a project. You can also use the whiteboard to progress your actions and update the status and different things like that. You can also have access to the action pad, issue log, and risk log from here, so that you can manage those items towards the project. Moving on to the management pad, which is the hub that project managers will find most beneficial. Here you have access to all of the tools within Mission Control to keep on top of managing your projects. So the project overview will take you directly to the project record to view the project overview for that specific project. The program planner will allow you to build out requirements for different programs and assign them to related projects. The storyboard will allow you to build out user stories and assign them to requirements. And then the project builder will allow you to convert requirements to actions on the project. A great tool to use here is the Gantt chart to modify the timeline and structure of the project and create dependencies. You can add records and a lot more. You can access the scheduler, which is a great resource capacity planning tool, and view insights on your projects in regards to how the projects are performing against budget and schedule. The meeting manager button here will allow you to navigate to the meeting manager to further build out your meetings and agendas and so forth. Finally, let's review the control pad. The control pad is where you will again override the individual settings that users have on some of these features in their own instance. So this would all be managed centrally within the control pad. From here, you can schedule the daily digest and set up action progress tracking in regards to the PMO dashboard, enable and manage timesheet notifications, generate the project status report, and even customize and specify business settings such as how many hours are standard in a workday for your company, the PMO dashboard breakpoints, and even define status value colors. You can select the force.com site for the customer read-only page from here. So some of your required setup for some of these features will be found within the control pad. You can also create sample data if you're using like a development org or you need some records to test and move around within mission control. You have the ability to map your opportunity and project request fields to your project fields for auto-generating projects. And then also you can set the logo for the Gantt Chart PDF and really just manage the timesheet settings, Gantt Chart settings, whiteboard, and action pad settings for all of your users. In the control pad, you'll find the project automation settings. This will disable custom triggers and flows that we have pre-built for different automations on the projects. In regards to financials, the control pad is where you will also set up and manage billing event and PDF template settings for like invoices and credit notes. In addition to the control pad, you can also set up permissions on the role record, and you will need a role record to be able to view the control pad. There might be some system administrative settings that will need to be set up for mission control behind the scenes of setup within Salesforce. But in general, the control pad will be your main point and source of modifying the settings for all of the key features within mission control. And that wraps up the mission control console. Thank you for watching.